Starting fresh on a new LordNine server is a pure race against time. If you pick a standard squishy melee weapon on day 1, you spend half an hour time chasing mobs that get tagged before you land a hit. That's why your starter strategy needs to rely on 2 proven paths: bow or sword and shield. If your main goal is speed clearing the main story, bow is the king of launch day. Range lets you tag and clear quest targets from a distance, saving hours of running around while zones are congested. Stick with the bow until you can farm isolated spots on your own. However, if you want high durability right from the start, Sword and Shield, or SNS, is another top recommended progression choice. Sword and Shield is ridiculously tough, handles over farming extremely well, and scales into a PvP powerhouse later on. If you don't mind getting up close, SNS gives you smooth, low maintenance grinding. When you are actively playing and able to restock potions, run Hunter, using Recon, Support, and Vitality. This setup gives you top tier efficiency for fast mob clearing, whether you're pulling with a bow or pulling dense pack with SNS. The best part? These 3 tags build the exact foundation you need for late game transition. For example, swap Recon for Enhance to unlock Blitzblade is for boss hunts or heavy overfarming. Another example is swap Support for Enhance to unlock Venom, a budget-friendly, high-value build for hybrid PvE and PvP later on when you hit level 800. When you step away or go to sleep, switch your main build over to Paladin. This consists of Vitality, Defense, and Enhance. Early game, characters can lose health quickly, and running out of potions offline ruins your gains. I recommend setting your potion into 20 to 40%. This lets your Paladin passive trigger naturally. It also keeps you alive overnight without burning through your gold on potion restocks. The Paladin investment keeps your account flexible as well. Swap Defense into Combat later for 1v1 PvP. This will make your Paladin into Shadowblade. Swap Defense to Support for your typical Blitzblade. Swap Defense again to Recon for Venom. Focus 100% on PvE progression early on. Unless you're on an aggressive conflict server, real PvP doesn't start until around 50 to 65k CP mark. Grab your bow or sword and shield, run Hunter when you're awake, switch to Paladin when you're offline, and set yourself up for late game dominance. Hold onto the bow until the initial server rush dies down and you reach non-congested areas. Once you can farm or do quests smoothly without 50 people stealing your kills, that's your cue to transition directly to your true desired main weapon. Early on, you're gonna need your Homun. I recommend aiming for Little Wolf, since it gives all damage and DRD, which are important later on, and you can go critical hit if you want to. Evasion isn't recommended, since you need at least 1500 for it to be effective. Once you progress into the game, your next target would be the Duplicant. Same stats as Little Wolf, but this time higher. As you move on into the game again, you're gonna transition into Rainy Days. Same stats as usual, but this time, pick one of the 3 back decoration gene. Once you're ready to pivot into heavy leveling and resource grinding, prioritize your daily dungeon runs. You'll want to focus on key farming spots like Secret Lab and move up to Tomb of Furiosa, or TOT for short. And eventually push into Deadman's Land for high density XP and drops. Locations with this symbol, or dungeons for short, has more XP and gold gain compared to locations on the field. I hope this video helps. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment below if you have questions. I will try to answer them one by one or in another video.